All right, we have a dynamic duo that will join us from Brooklyn, beginning with Travis Hansen. Egor will join us shortly. Travis now joins us over Zoom, the once upon a time NBA draft pick to the Atlanta Hawks, and still incredible human being is with us on BYU.
What's up, Trav? How we doing,
Travis, man? How are your emotions this morning after what clearly was just a fantastic and unforgettable night?
The best night ever. New York City, it was awesome. It feels like a dream, and it became a reality, and we're excited for Egor and his family to stay here in Brooklyn, go see the facilities today, and, you know, dreams come true when you work hard. We're super excited. Thank you to all Cougar Nation, everyone that kept him and his family in your prayers, because this is an amazing thing.
What was it like to be there? And who's texting you right now, by the way? Who's calling or texting you? What's going on?
It was actually Egor. I don't know where he's at, but Egor, if you're listening, you know, come down to the second floor, bro. What are you doing?
We hope to talk to Egor in a minute. What was it like to be in the room there? Because there's a lot of emotions, and they talked about it on ESPN and ABC, an emotional night for a lot of people, and Egor Demin's dream comes true here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just incredible. It was so fun to see. I don't know if you've seen the videos, but his dad and his brother were in Moscow, Russia, at 4 a.m. with all their friends and family, just so excited. And when it announced, they were celebrating. We were all celebrating, and we were with Kevin Young at the table, and we got the text maybe a minute, 2 minutes before they officially announced it over the pulpit with Adam Silver that Brooklyn text, he's ours, and we just got chills that he was going to get picked in the top 10 of the 2025 NBA draft. One of the, you know, hopefully one of the best drafts there'll be, and it's a perfect fit for him and his family. There's a lot of Russian culture here in markets. There's a lot of opportunity. They have a young team. They're great at development. Kevin Young is really, really good friends and previously worked together with the head of development here. I was teammates with Drew Nicholas, the head of scouting. Sean Marks and I had the same agent for the last 12 years, Bill Duffy and Rade Filipovic, who've done an incredible job with so many good athletes. And so sometimes you work hard, great things happen, sometimes incredible things, and sometimes you get drafted in a lottery pick in the NBA draft.
Travis, you were pretty bullish that you felt strongly that Egor was going to be one for sure, a lottery pick in the top 14, but you also said, I don't think he's going to drop out of the top 10. Why did you feel so confident before we all saw what you knew, apparently?
Well, you know, you play enough basketball, you start to develop a pattern of recognition, and you start to see which players make it and which don't. A lot of that's attributes, characteristics, skill, size, but lots of it's mentality. Lots of it's who they surround themselves with. And Egor has consistently surrounded himself with the best of the best, starting with, you know, from Moscow, Russia with Alex and Yevgeny, his high school coach, to Real Madrid, to now BYU and KY and the team. So, you know, just shout out to Egor for making good choices and surrounding himself with good people. That it gives you confidence that, you know, when you have a vision and a goal for your life, and you surround yourself with good enough people, you're probably going to get pretty close to what that goal is, maybe 70%, 80% of it. And then he's done it. He's done a great job. Shout out to Brian Santiago, who back a year ago when I made that first call, I called Brian and said, I got a special kid. He's in Real Madrid right now. He's a Russian. And I think he's probably top 2 kids globally. And Brian immediately called KY, called me back and said, we're in. And shout out to Brian Santiago for all that he does for BYU.
Absolutely, and what a story, and it continues, which is awesome. The Nets had 5 first-round picks. They used all of them. 3 of them are point guards with Nolan Traore, Ben Saraf. Any concern that room is just a little crowded at point guard, or is there an opportunity there?
They've developed incredible players, and they drafted the best players they thought at whatever position they were, and we'll see how it all comes together. It'll be a press conference next Tuesday, and And what the NBA typically is elite at, different organizations do it different ways, is development. You'll see Yegor, now having to be around even better talent and not have to do as much schooling and other responsibilities, that he'll get better, and he'll get better fast. And so, we ask Cougar Nation just to keep him in your prayers as he makes this transition to Brooklyn. It'll be his biggest challenge yet. He went from Moscow to Real Madrid. Unbelievable challenge. And he did it. And then he moved from Real Madrid without his family to Provo, Utah. And so many people embraced him and loved him. And, Delaney Gibb has been an incredible example how hard she works at her game. She'll be flying out tonight to go to Chile and represent Team Canada down there. He's just done a great job of surrounding himself with great people no matter where he has gone. And now it'll be Brooklyn, New York for the next few years as he continues to live his dream. So shout out to anybody here in Brooklyn. If you please take care of our special kid.
Travis Hansen is with us on BYU Sports Nation. Clearly, based on the commentary from Sean Marks and the Nets organization, they wanted a couple of things from Egor. One is perimeter length on defense specifically, which he has with his 6'8" 3/4 frame, and the ability to find their shot makers and put them in good positions to make shots. We know he has great feel. He has great vision. He's the best passer in the draft. I guess my question for you is, because they need those things and he was drafted number 8, how quickly do you expect him to play prominent minutes, if not maybe starter minutes?
I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what happens. We're worried about, he got to get his F1 non-immigrant visa now turned to a B2 work visa. We got to get through the press conference. We got to start summer league, and we got to get his body and his strength and his lower body to a point where he can handle the grueling schedule of an 82 game regular season plus all the other practices and trainings. And so you take one step at a time. Kevin Young has a great quote about stacking days, and you can control what you can control and make progress, and he'll be fine. He's done that throughout his life. So, just keep saying prayers, keep doing the work, and good things happen.
He's the highest drafted Russian ever. What do you think that means to him?
Oh man, I wish he was here to answer that. Where are you, Yegor? Stop eating breakfast, man. I mean, he's such a kind soul. I don't know if it mattered that he was the top pick of all. He just wants, to reach his dreams and take care of his family. But man, I think representing his country and his people and people like him means everything. He had a story last night. We were at dinner with KY and the whole group of us, and we went out Tuesday night, and then we went out last night, and we got a private room in a great restaurant. And everyone went around, they hit their glasses. They went around and kind of said stories or shared memories of this, last few months or seasons. And he shared a story about how he had a young coach come and talk to the players. I think he was an Olympic player, and said, there'll never be more Russians that will play professionally. And he thought, I'm gonna be that guy. I'm gonna be the next Russian to go play and to live my dreams. His mom talked about a story of how he put posters in his room of NBA players, and she's like, "What are you doing? Why are you putting all these posters of these NBA players?" And he says, "Because I'm gonna be an NBA player one day. You're gonna write a story about me one day, just like these guys." And so he had a early vision and goal and focus and dream. And when kids are like that, I think you just all surround them and get excited that they have a dream, and you try your best to help support them. And he was able to do the work and stay healthy and had great coaches. So it's been an incredible last 48 hours to meet his high school coach, his mom. She's giving everyone gifts downstairs right now. She brought all these gifts from Russia. She's handing out to everybody. It's just so cute. It's been an incredible experience.
Travis Hansen is on BYU Sports Nation. He's joining us from Brooklyn the night after Egor Demin gets selected number 8 by the Brooklyn Nets. Jeremy and I were just discussing what this does for BYU basketball and the future of Cougar hoops under Kevin Young to have this precedent set when he says, I'm going to make BYU, I want to anyway, make this the best place for young men to come and develop and get into the NBA. Well, now we have some proof. And then A.J. DeBonsa is coming the next year. So, Travis, the fact that the draft pick did happen in the top 10, how do you feel that impacts BYU basketball?
Yeah, I think BYU athletics has always been a premier place, a great place to really just become someone better than you are, and to become like Jesus Christ and become disciples. And if one of your dreams is to, work at a certain private equity or to accomplish some goal or to play in the NBA, it's what we do at BYU. We help you reach your dreams. And as long as that dream, includes serving others and doing good and being a great example, then that's what we do. And so the BYU basketball program has always tried to help you reach your dreams. That did it for me. Look at Coach Cleveland and Coach Rose and all the amazing, Brian Santiago. I mean, the guy, he's just been an incredible example. And all those guys have in my life. And so KY is just taken that mantle and it said, we're going to keep doing it. This is the best place for you to become a great human, a great person. And if that's to make the NBA, then we're all in. We're going to try to help you the best we can, whatever that goal is. And that's pretty cool.
There are a lot of people and a lot of pieces that you've highlighted in this process to make, put Egor in a position to be successful. And we were talking about how we think Kevin Young was probably the only guy as the head coach who could have taken BYU to this space. What is it that makes Kevin Young so special? Because right now things are headed in an unbelievable direction.
Yeah, I would say, we're benefiting from his sacrifice and Melissa and Kevin Young and their kids. They've sacrificed for 20 years being in the NBA. Do you know how long he was in the G League? You don't get paid a lot of money in the G League. And so he had a goal for himself that he wanted to be an incredible coach, and he paid the price. And BYU is benefiting from his sacrifice and his wife's sacrifice. His relationships are insane. We're in the NBA green room. Egor's going to all these workouts, and everyone says, tell KY I said hi. I love KY. KY is the guy. And so, yeah, BYU is benefiting from years of relationships that he has built. And no one else has that. And he has. And it's the same reason Egor came here is because years ago we were in Russia. And instead of complain about being there or wish I was in the NBA, I loved my time. And I loved my teammates, and I loved my coaches, and we embraced the culture, and my wife embraced it. And so people love when you embrace, wherever you're at. And Kevin Young has completely embraced BYU. I was with him at a luncheon last night, yesterday with Adam Silver. We went to the draft together, and then we went to dinner together again last night, and he loves BYU. This is a guy that and his wife loves living in Utah County, BYU. His kids going to sports camps. Our two sons played on the same basketball team at a sports camp last week, and they were dropping buckets, having so much fun celebrating after they hit threes together. And so it's just a special place that has been able to recruit special people, and we're very grateful to have Kevin Young leading our men's team, and honestly, Lee Camard leading our women's team. I'm excited about what Lee's doing.
Heck yeah.
And Delaney and a bunch of other amazing players they have.
Travis, I'm going to challenge you to see if you can pull Egor away from whatever breakfast buffet he's currently enjoying right now.
Should we go find him?
I'm not sure you can do it.
Go find him. We'll go to break. We're going to give you a minute to find him.
Yeah, we're going to go to break. We're going to do some headlines, and then you tell us if you can pull him away from the fruit bowl.
Oh, he says he's downstairs already. By the time you guys get back, I'll have him.
Okay.
Awesome.
Talk to Egor Demin next. The great Travis Hansen is with us.
Thanks, Travis.
As our man with his boots on the ground in Brooklyn.
He was literally just going to walk and take us live. I think that's what he thought was about to happen.
Okay. Well, you heard it. Egor Demin is going to join us on BYU Sports Nation in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. The number 8 pick is on BYUSN very shortly.